coronavirus pandemic that is adversely affecting the global socio-economic space. We begin in the UK, where donations to help the hungry campaign surged past the £1.5 million mark as some of London's wealthiest families stepped up to the table to support our work in the capital. A YouGov survey for the Food Foundation has found that 8 million people in Britain are facing food insecurity and that 3 million are going hungry since the lockdown 3 weeks ago started, causing a huge rise in demand for free food. Last week, its appeal partner, the Felix Project, responded to the deepening crisis by tripling its supply of surplus food to 28 tons a day. This week, it expects delivery daily to hit 30 tons. Felix 22 vans operated by volunteer drivers are delivering the equivalent of 400,000 meals a week to a mixture of giant community hubs run by local authorities in Haringey, Barnet, Islington, Enfield, Waltham Forest, and Havering, amongst others, as well as to charities and schools across the capital. Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer said, "I welcome and support the campaign and its partners to deliver fresh food to those who need it most. It is fantastic to see that Londoners are digging deep." Social securities in the busy city of New York in the United States of America have been cancelled for the month of May. New York Mayor Bill de Blasio has announced some of the events includes the summer stage in Central Park and May's Brooklyn Half Marathon, he said. De Blasio said he's discussing the potential cancellation of June's events with organizers. New York, America's business capital, is currently on lockdown as the USA grapples with the surge of COVID-19 across the country. Colin Kaepernick announced Thursday he was contributing $100,000 to a coronavirus relief fund, which will go towards aiding Black and brown communities affected by the pandemic. The fund, which was launched as part of the activist Know Your Rights campaign, will focus on food, shelter relief, education, personal protective equipment, and incarcerated populations to help stop the spread of the virus and provide further resources. Black and brown communities are being disproportionately devastated by COVID-19 because of hundreds of years of structural racism, Kaepernick said in a video posted to Twitter. "That's why we have established the Know Your Rights Camp COVID-19 Relief Fund to help address these issues," he said. With Kaepernick's contribution, donations have surpassed $137,000 according to the website. Data from major cities across the US exposed the grim reality of just how hard communities of colors have been hit, where many often have pre-existing health conditions and don't have equal access to testing or health care. Last month, Verizon found a way to support small businesses and bring people together virtually by partnering with Twitter's live band studio. The community set to inspire action through entertainment. Featuring performances by world's top artists and entertainers, its goal is to raise money and rally support for small businesses affected by COVID-19. The result was 100% net positive brand sentiment, the highest for a Twitter live stream. Verizon promoted David Matthews' band tweet and followed up to raise awareness about the series. The company announced it will be donating $2.5 million to support small businesses through the campaign and asked people to tweet their support for their favorite local companies using the hashtag #PayItForwardLive for each tweet. Verizon plans to donate another $10 up to an additional $2.5 million. It also shared a video highlighting other ways people could help. Down to the Nigerian Senate. The Senate President, Senator Ahmed Lawan, has commiserated with the victims of the fire incident that occurred on Thursday at the camp hosting internal displaced persons in Ngala, Borno State. Lawan mourned the 14 who lost their lives and sympathized with those injured in the inferno. The Senate President commiserated with the government and people of Borno State over the tragic incident. Lawan called on relevant authorities to investigate the incident with a view to averting a reoccurrence. In another development, The Senate President condemned in strong terms the cases of extrajudicial killings by security agents as reported by the National Human Rights Commission in the course of the enforcement of the lockdown ordered in parts of the country to contain the spread of the coronavirus. Lawan said he was saddened by the report by the NHRC that 18 persons were killed by high-handed security officers tasked to enforce the stay-at-home directives. The president said that extrajudicial killings in whatsoever guise should be discouraged in our society. He called for a thorough investigation of the cases and that those indicted be promptly brought to account. Life is sacred. It's a tragedy that those asked to enforce compliance with emergency measures adopted for public safety are now being accused of responsibility for needless and totally avoidable deaths of citizens, Lawan said. The Senate President said any officer found culpable of unprofessional use of weapons should as a standard practice be made to face prosecution. Lawan urged Nigerians to continue to cooperate with the authorities as they strive to defend the country against the deadly virus. The Lekki Food Bank initiative developed by residents of the Lekki Phase 1 and 2 areas has provided free meals for 650 people living in communities surrounding Lekki. It is an extension of care, love, and kindness to people during the COVID-19 lockdown as the concerns of hunger and the pressures of income and survival mounts on Nigerians. We encourage you to send your videos and pictures to news@poshareng.com or programs@poshareng.com and share your experience and views. And that will be all for this edition of the WebTV Coronanomics Watch. You can visit our website www.poshareng.com to get more updates from our news stories and videos. You can also follow our social media platforms showing on the screen for further updates on our market reports. Join us by 9 p.m. for our 9th segment, which will be streamed live on our YouTube, Periscope, and Twitter channels. Till we come your way again, thank you for watching and do stay safe.